What if you thought of your gut, not just as an organ, but as your very own multi-trillion-dollar company?
Sounds a bit out there, maybe.
A little, but it's actually an incredibly powerful way to maybe finally take control of one of the most complex systems in your body.
It really is. And today we're taking a deep dive into this fascinating world of your gut microbiome. We're hoping to reframe how you think about it, really, thanks to some brilliant insights from Dr. Lutz Kraushar.
That's right. Dr. Kraushar, he's got a doctorate in public health, an MSc in exercise, and nutrition. Shares this, pretty innovative perspective in his Substack newsletter, Double Check Doc.
Yeah, and his core idea is that you can manage your gut like you're the CEO of get this, trillion-employee company.
A trillion employees. So our mission for you today, it's basically a crash course in microbiome management, or MBA, as we might call it.
Exactly. This deep dive is meant to help you quickly grasp what really drives a healthy gut, what messes it up, and give you a shortcut to being, properly informed about this critical part of your health.
Okay, so let's unpack this core analogy. The gut as your personal corporation. It genuinely shifts your perspective, doesn't it?
It really does.
Dr. Kraushar says the roughly 30 trillion microbes in there are your employees. So what are they actually doing in this internal company?
Well, they're not just sitting around. They're a vital workforce. They do everything from digesting your food, making essential vitamins, regulating your immune system, even influencing your mood. It's a massive operation.
So adopting this CEO mindset, this microbiome administration approach, it could actually extend the operational life of your business, right? Maybe beyond the typical 80 years.
That's the idea. And what really highlights the stakes here is Dr. Kraussar's point. It's quite sobering that 80% of us will face what he calls business failure.
Chronic preventable disease.
Exactly, chronic preventable disease.
Yeah.
So this CEO approach, it's pretty vital for longevity, potentially.
But here's the tricky part, isn't it? While we now recognize the microbiome is this hidden organ, there's a big gap in reliable MBA guidance, especially like practical intervention studies.
Definitely. It's like being a CEO in a totally new industry that's changing super fast.
Yeah.
You often have to make decisions with, incomplete information. Uncertainty, just like a real CEO.
And that uncertainty leads us straight into what Dr. Kraushar calls the microbiome mayhem. Because honestly, trying to make sense of the current data, it feels messy.
Oh, it absolutely can be. The big challenge is that the findings often contradict each other. It makes it incredibly hard to pull out clear, actionable advice.
Right. Like, take the Firmicutes to Bacteroidetes ratio. These are two huge groups of gut bacteria.
Yeah, major players.
Some studies link this ratio to metabolic health, but a systematic review he mentioned found that for type 2 diabetes, the results were all over the place.
How so?
Out of 14 studies, 6 showed no link, 3 a positive link, 4 a negative one.
Wow, okay. So completely inconsistent.
Totally. And the same review found conflicting results for just overall microbiome diversity in type 2 diabetes too. It's confusing.
And this kind of contradictory data often points to maybe a deeper issue. One Dr. Kraushar flags. The quality of some research itself.
You mean like questionable studies?
Yeah. He mentioned being concerned about the sheer number of useless papers. He even noted that AI detectors flagged 70% to 100% of one recent review paper as AI written.
Seriously? 70 to 100%?
That's what he reported, which is why he prefers systematic reviews with meta-analyses, especially ones from before AI really took off. Because, meta-analyses try to methodically weigh all those contradictory results.
Okay, so the crucial insight here, and this is fundamental for you as the CEO, most of what we know right now is observational.
Right.
And as we always have to stress, association does not mean causation. Just because two things happen together doesn't mean one causes the other.
You can't build a solid company strategy on shaky correlations.
Exactly. Which leads to problem number 2. The Jekyll and Hyde employee.
Ah, yes, the complicated ones.
Right, this idea that some species can be good and bad depending on the context. Prevotella is the classic example he uses.
Prevotella, yeah. It initially had this sort of pure reputation, didn't it?
Totally. It's dominant in populations eating high-fiber diets, helps suppress pathogens like Shigella and Escherichia, and it increases when people eat more fiber and improve their glucose metabolism. Sounds great.
Like Employee of the Month material.
Right. But then
there's the Hyde side. We've since learned Prevotella is also associated with things like hypertension and rheumatoid arthritis.
And again, keyword, associated.
Exactly. Doesn't mean it causes them, but it shows the complexity. We shouldn't demonize or glorify a single species. It's about the whole ecosystem, the overall output.
And here's something really surprising that flips assumptions on their head. The microbiomes of the successfully aging oldest old people 90 plus. They often have more pro-inflammatory microbes like proteobacteria and fewer beneficial ones like Faecalibacterium compared to younger, less healthy people.
Wait, more pro-inflammatory? That seems completely backward.
I know. But Dr. Crosshart suggests this might imply a really complex but successful interplay between opposing immune networks, something we're only just starting to figure out.
So it's not just about having only good guys, it's about balance, maybe even a dynamic tension.
Possibly. It shows the system adapts, finds new ways to work, which leads perfectly into problem number 3, the unseen power of cooperation.
Okay, so shifting focus now.
Yeah, moving away from individual species to the whole ecosystem working together. Dr. Crosshart gives this great example of a Bacteroid species doing something seemingly altruistic.
How so?
It digests fiber, which actually costs it energy.
Okay. Seems like a bad deal for the Bacteroids.
But then it gets reciprocal fitness benefits because other species feed on the stuff it produces.
So it's a trade-off, like teamwork.
Exactly. He calls it the evolution of cooperation in the microbiome. Works on the same principles as human cooperation. The benefit to cost ratio is greater than 1.
Interesting. So what does this cooperation angle mean for you, the CEO?
Well, it really challenges that idea of looking for single hero species, or thinking a probiotic supplement or a stool test showing individual bugs is the whole story.
Right, like judging a company just by looking at its org chart.
Precisely. You can't just look at the individual names. You need to see the overall performance, how they all interact.
Okay, so this leads us naturally to the CEO's playbook. We're moving away from micromanagement.
Because you simply can't micromanage 30 trillion employees. Nor should you want to.
Right. The focus shifts to high-level strategy, managing the big-picture metrics that determine the overall health of the company.
And the author suggests learning from failed companies, basically doing a post-mortem on the microbiomes of people who got prematurely sick.
Contrasting those with healthy, aging microbiomes. Like Bismarck said, only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistakes of others.
Love that. So let's get into the CEO's dashboard. The 3 key metrics that really matter. But first, context. Inflammaging.
Right. Inflammaging. It's this distinct state of chronic, low-grade inflammation, common in aging. And the gut might be a major driver of it.
Okay, so metric number 1 on the dashboard. Corporate infrastructure or intestinal integrity.
You might know this better as leaky gut.
Exactly. Your company's infrastructure, the gut barrier, weakens over time. And this lets inflammatory bits, like LPS from dead bacteria, sneak into the bloodstream.
And LPS, once it gets past the barrier, it's like a battering ram. It damages the barrier more and triggers the immune system. A healthy gut can usually neutralize it, but an aging or unhealthy one struggles.
That's a serious security breach for the company.
Absolutely. Which brings us to metric number 2. Crisis management, or inflammation and inflammaging.
So if too many harmful bacteria take over,
they overwhelm the defenses. You get a constant flood of that LPS getting through.
And the immune system sees LPS as a huge red flag, right? So it fires up.
Constantly. And that constant firing is chronic inflammation, the crisis that just never stops.
Leading directly to metric number 3, logistics management or dysbiosis.
Dysbiosis, that's the imbalance, right? Too many bad guys, not enough good guys, often marked by lots of proteobacteria.
The villains, as Dr. Crosshart calls them, partly because they can tolerate oxygen, unlike lots of beneficial anaerobic microbes.
Right. And if the gut gets leaky, even tiny amounts of oxygen can seep in. This hurts your good employees, the anaerobes, and helps the bad ones thrive.
It's a vicious cycle. And this whole environment shift also affects byproducts, like TMA from meat and eggs. While the link between its conversion to TMAO and heart disease is still debated low to very low certainty, he notes it just underlines that managing the environment is key.
Not obsessing over every single output or employee, it's the system.
Exactly. So if an aging gut tends towards inflammation, how do we aim for an anti-inflammatory one? What's the goal?
The ultimate goal for a healthy aging gut is fundamentally anti-inflammatory. It's not just about specific bugs, good or bad. It's the collective functional output of the whole community.
It's about creating the right conditions, the right company culture.
Precisely. And the core function we want is the production of beneficial metabolites. The absolute keystone here, short-chain fatty acids or SCFAs.
SCFAs. Butyrate propionate acetate?
Yep. Produced when your good bacteria ferment dietary fiber.
And why are they so important?
Well, several reasons. They make the colon slightly acidic, which those proteobacteria villains don't like. Butyrate specifically is fuel for your colon cells, strengthening the gut barrier, fixing that leaky infrastructure.
Okay.
And systemically, SCFAs are powerful anti-inflammatory signals. Plus, a healthy microbiome makes essential vitamins like B2 and K2.
So what does gold standard performance look like? Who are the star employees?
Dr. Kraus-Haar points to centenarians, people living past 100. Their microbiomes aren't just preserved younger ones, they're uniquely adapted.
Who lives there?
Key players often include Akkermansia mucinifila. It's amazing it degrades mucus lining the gut, but also stimulates more mucus production, maintaining barrier integrity. And then you have the real butyrate powerhouses, Roseburia, Faecalibacterium, Eubacterium. These guys are cornerstone employees for that anti-inflammatory environment.
Okay, so you're the CEO. You see the complexity, the metrics, the star players. What's the turnaround strategy? The plan.
It boils down to a 2-point plan for success. Strategy number 1. Overhaul the payroll system with a high-fiber diet.
Fiber is the currency?
It's the only currency that matters, according to Dr. Kraus-Haar. Consistent, diverse fiber pays your star performers and guarantees top SCFA production. One study showed circulating SCFAs increased after just 3 weeks on a fiber-enriched diet.
3 weeks? That's fast.
It is. And why does it work? These good microbes basically dominate the real estate, taking up space. They control the environment with acidity. They mitigate damage by strengthening the gut lining.
You're funding your best workers to build and protect the business. Makes sense. What's strategy 2?
Strategy number 2. Implement a corporate wellness program with exercise. The evidence is still developing, a bit inconclusive, he says, but physical activity might also help amp up SCFE production.
Worth considering as part of the overall wellness plan.
Definitely. And look, this isn't about achieving perfection. It's like running a company. It's about profitability, right? A successful business isn't problem-free. It's just where the good stuff vastly outweighs the costs.
The 80-20 rule for your gut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're funding your A-team with diverse fiber 80-90% of the time, your system becomes resilient. It can handle occasional discretionary spending on treats.
Because you've built a strong foundation.
Right. But consistency, that long-term cultivation of the right corporate culture, that's crucial.
Okay, so where does the newly appointed CEO start? What's the very first action?
Dr. Kraus-Haar recommends something simple, practical, and totally non-judgmental. A 3-day payroll audit.
Payroll audit. Okay, how does that work?
Yeah. For 3 days, you just observe. Record everything you eat and drink. No changes, no guilt. Just like a financial auditor examining the books.
So for every meal, every snack, every drink, write it down. And then ask.
Then ask the key question. Who am I paying with this? Is this paycheck going to my star performers, or is it funding the troublemakers?
Okay, give us some examples.
Sure. Oatmeal with berries, nuts, seeds. Paycheck for the star performers.
Got it.
Chicken nuggets and fries. Likely funding the complicated employees, maybe the troublemakers. Salmon, roasted broccoli, quinoa.
Star performers again.
Definitely. Late night bowl of ice cream.
Probably troublemakers.
Likely, yeah. But the point isn't the judgment. It's purely awareness, data collection.
Creating that first balance sheet.
Exactly. After 3 days, you have a clear report. It informs your future strategy. You start moving away from just looking at pieces toward managing the whole system. It's your first real CEO move.
So wrapping this up, this metaphor, being the CEO of your gut microbiome, it really is powerful, isn't it?
It absolutely empowers you, helps you make informed decisions, focus on the big picture, the long-term health of your internal company.
And as a final thought, a sort of memo from his own CEO's desk, Dr. Kraus-Haar shares his personal strategy.
Oh yeah? What's he do?
Significant daily fruit and fiber, moderate other carbs, daily meat and eggs, and really sticking to that 80-20 rule.
And the results for him.
He says his metabolic and cardiovascular health is exemplary, even as he's approaching 70, no drugs needed, which is a pretty strong testament to cultivating that positive corporate culture.
Wow, that's impressive. So the final question for you listening, how does this corporate CEO idea resonate? What steps might you take to cultivate your own gut's corporate culture for healthy aging?
Yeah, something to think about. What's your long-term business plan for your gut health?